Oh, do I look like a mermaid? Oh, do I look like a mermaid? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayo, a YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. And if you're first time here, if you're if you're first if it's your first time on my channel, you're welcome to my channel, and please just subscribe. Thank you so much. Anyway guys, pardon my sniffles and all of that. I have a bit of a cold, but I'm not letting that deter me. I'm going to shoot this video like mama shoot. I'm going to tell the story. I'm so excited. I don't know why. I think that anytime I want to do a story time, like I just get this excitement from nowhere. I don't even know why. I love doing that. Like I love sharing this, like all of funny women. I don't used to hide it. I'll be telling you the story of how I got my first 0/100 in university. 0/100 means that I had a carryover. Like I failed my first failed course in university. So I used to pride myself on being meticulous. Like growing up, I used to hear my mom say that a lot. Like I was very meticulous. You know, she does things prim and proper. Things are always in their places. Stuff, and all of that. So when I got into university, I took that with me too. You know, I was always punctual. I always did I always did the right stuff and all of that. And so I never even knew that in my first year in university, I would have already had a carryover. Why? Like, it's not like I was not attending classes. It's not like I was missing tests. Not as if I was not reading. Like, I don't even know if I was reading. Okay. But you know, like, I didn't see it coming. So I'll tell you the story. I use glasses. Like, people don't know I use glasses. Some people think that I just wear glasses for fashion. It might seem like I like fashion, no, but so they knack glasses for eye every day of the week, morning to night, without it being recommended. I know fit. It's not glass. It's not fashion. That one is not fashion like that. Anyway, so I wear glasses. Like I've worn glasses since like JS something, maybe just 2 or 3, one of the two. So I've always worn glasses anyway. So on this particular day now, I went to write the timetable. Usually, I'm a graduate of English and Literary Studies from the University of Ibadan, the premier university, in case you do not know. Yeah. So usually now, I don't know what's wrong with me. So usually, they paste timetable for the entire faculty on a board, just as you are coming into the faculty. Like you see the timetable pasted on this, I think it was a red board, you see it pasted there. Anyway, I'd gone to write the timetable and I don't know what I was thinking, but I did not go with my glasses. I didn't take my glasses. Like my eyesight is so terrible, so I don't know what I was thinking then that made me go and write timetable without taking my glasses. And so I was writing it, I was squinting, I was writing timetable, and I wrote it. And I went, and I felt like I'd written the right thing, and I went. I didn't pay attention to, I didn't even know that maybe anything could have happened. I just felt that I want to write timetable. You know now, I wrote timetable. On this particular day, now let me now tell you another thing that was not in my favor. Now, because I don't know if fortunately or unfortunately, I was one of the few people that did not resume to the school hostel early. So by the time I was ready to resume into the school hostel, they had given most of the art students rooms, and those rooms were on an entire floor. So like I was in Queen Idia Hall, and almost all art students were on the same floor. But because I did not go for my room early, I was put on a floor with science students. So I was the only art student on a floor filled with science students. You can imagine how that was. So if I needed something, or if I needed to like see a classmate or a faculty member, I have to go like 2 steps down to meet my faculty members and all of that. So there was no way I could have maybe seen somebody going for the exam and maybe remember that I had an exam, because I was not even on the same floor with art students. That was the first thing against me. Okay, so that morning I woke up and I was like, oh, I have an exam at 11:30. Funny enough, I left my hostel like before 8 o'clock. I'm this person that if you give me an appointment for 1 o'clock, I can get there 7. What if you shame me is an affiche? I don't know how to translate that. I'll probably think about it and think about the translation, the proper translation, and just leave it on the screen. But like it was that bad. So I had an 11:30 paper. I left my hostel before 8. The plan was, let me just hang around the faculty and maybe just revise and just hang around, so that when it's time for the paper I just go in. You get. Again, I had my glasses, but my glasses was in my case and it was in my bag. What I was thinking, I would not know. I got glasses because I could not see properly, and the glasses were supposed to help me see now. But I don't know why I always had that glasses in my bag. So this is what happened. I got to my faculty. I located a particular hall, the biggest hall in the Faculty of Arts, where I wanted. That's the faculty theater, if I am correct. Yeah. So I got there and I wanted to read. And so when I got to the entrance of the hall, I discovered that an exam was going on. And so I was like, wow, oh, I can't read here. And so I turned back. At the door, and so I was walking away. I walked and I eventually found a seat like some meters away from that hall, like just by a little corner. I found a seat and a table, and I just perched there. And I was on that seat for almost 3 hours, if not more. I was on that seat. I was still on that seat when people that were in that exam hall started coming out. You get it? So somebody came out and saw me, and the person was like, oh, how was your paper? And I looked at the person. I'm like, I know this is I'm like, this is our last paper, yeah? We are supposed to go in to write our last paper. So how are you asking me about a paper that has not been written? And he looked at me like, what are you saying? It was like, why are you joking? And I'm like, I'm not joking. English 113, I think. ENG, we call it ENG 113. And I'm like, I'm not joking. And it was like, we just wrote it. Guys, at that point, I didn't even know that it was serious. I'm like, you just wrote it. How? I'm like, the paper is for 11:30. This is like a few minutes to 11:30. So you are here for the paper too, right? It was like, no, the paper started 8. Like, we just finished. Mo gbe mo daro. You know what hurt the most was that I was at that all, like, I don't want to exaggerate now and say I got there like 8 o'clock, but I don't think I got there. I got there like maybe like 8:50. Last same all I wanted to read, that I saw that people were writing exams, that I turned back. I didn't know that those people writing exams were my classmates. Like, I didn't know that they were my faculty members and classmates because I was not wearing my glasses. So I got to the hall. I just saw people sitting. You know, now I couldn't see much, but I just saw people sitting, and I saw the whole place was quiet, and I heard voices of, supervisors and everything. So I just turned back. I didn't know that they were the ones. So he said, we just wrote the paper. ENG 113. I said, yes. He said, we just wrote the paper. And I said, I'm here for the paper. I didn't write it. You know, thinking about it now, it's funny, but it was not funny. This was a 3-unit course, a core compulsory English course, English prose. And I was saying that I didn't write it, and it was like, are you serious? So everybody started coming out, and I was like, I didn't write it. So it now dawned on me that I really did not write the exam. Man, like by the time I went to meet the lecturer, the man was like, Baba said fear. See, I never heard that somebody missed an exam because the person did not copy the right timetable, because she did not wear glasses and all of that. Another thing that was not in my favor was the fact that all the people that I was close with that could have called me had issues that morning. One of them got late to the exam hall and probably felt that because I'm always very punctual, I was already seated in the hall. That one forgot our tests. We had been given this STEM paper, this project to submit, and it was our CA. We were supposed to submit on the exam day. She forgot it in the hostel and I had to go back. She also thought that I was in the exam hall, because I was always very early and I always sat on the first row of the hall of, like, do you get, like, I was always on their first row. So like all my friends got to the exam hall late. And so because we are not on the same floor in the hostel, they just felt that Ayo has gone. Ayo always gets to the hall early, so they thought I was in. So it was when so it was when they came out and they were like, that they thought I was sitting in front now. They thought I was sitting in front. Blah blah blah. 100 level now. They thought I was sitting in front, and this one started telling me what happened. This one was saying what happened. That they didn't even think to call because they even thought I was in the hall and everything. Amen. I was actually not in the hall. You know all these English courses where literature, we were given like 11 or so books to read for that term. I'd read the old books, I'd like analyzed it and everything, thinking that I was going to go and write exams. And this book where my lecturer was this kind of man that was hinged on history. So when it's time to pick books, he will always give you books that had this metaphorical connotations, like things like that that alludes to history, to Adolf Hitler, to one German war, to one war in Russia. It was always doing that. So the books were like really tough. So like, you know, it took a lot to like buy those books, read them, and try to understand it for the course and for the exam. Now you are telling me that I prepared for the course. I actually prepared for the course, and you're telling me that I was like I automatically carried it over. Guys, when my result came out, I had 0. Like that, it was a 0 that was placed there. And it hurt so much because I was just like, I'm always like, I pride myself. I actually still do pride myself on my meticulousness. Like, you know that my video where my mom was saying I was intentionally late for my brother's introduction? She knew what she was saying because I'm rarely late. Like if I'm late, I feel like something came up that was unavoidable, or I don't rate you. I'm sorry. If I'm ever late, I probably don't rate that person, or something came up that was unavoidable and I could not help but be late. But if not, I'm always never late. And I pride myself on like doing things the right way. So realizing that in my in my meticulousness and righteousness, like I'd actually used my own hand, move around me, share around me. Guys, it was like an awakening experience. I was just like, I was humbled. I'm serious. Like I began to see life from another perspective, that perhaps it's not striving for perfection that would make you like be the best or get anything you want to get. Because yeah, I was a 100 level student thinking that, you know, I was on top of the world. I was attending classes, attending lectures. I was probably going to get a good CGPA and all of that, those things. And life just pricked my bubbles. They just pricked it like that, and the thing just dissolved in front of my eyes like this. That, see, girl, life is not about who is doing one thing or doing one thing. Life is about steadily learning. Life is about cross-checking. Life is about asking questions. Life is about networking. Because I used to pride myself again on my independence, I didn't used to go to that floor where our students were as much as I should have. I used to feel like Shebi used to read and I used to attend classes. So what am I looking for another person in other people's rooms? I just feel like I'm good. We'll probably see in the faculty or something. But if I had been going there more often, I would have probably heard someone somewhere saying something about a course. You get, guys, I had a lot of regrets. Like I had so many regrets, and to think that I had to take that course again in 200 level and we read entirely different books. I'm grateful because I'm a book lover though, so I'm grateful because it exposed me to like new books again and all of that. But I just feel like, why did I have to go through that stress? It was bad enough that I was doing more courses, more difficult courses in my second year, and then I was now battling again with a carryover that happened not because I was not serious, but because life decided to mess me up. So yes, it was a really sad experience, but now that I think about it, it's so funny. Like you miss an exam because you're not wearing your glasses. like the lecturer said, I've been lecturing for 17 years. You want more ye, and I've never heard that somebody missed an exam because of a story like this. So anyway, I did the exam and it was fine. Before I end this video, guys, I just want to ask you one question. How are people watching Big Brother? So when this season started, I promised myself that I was going to like take time to like watch when I can, like maybe at night or weekends, or when I can, you get, when I'm less busy and all of that. So I like started watching. The first time I watched, I was just staring at the screen. Kò yé mi. What they were doing, I didn't understand. That is one. Now the second thing is, there are too many. Like, just when I'm starting to adapt to this face, I'll see one face again. The person will be black. I'll be like, she what's their name? She Erica. No, Erica is light skinned, abi. I'll say she Kaina, abi. She, is this Kaina or is this Livy? Like, up till now, I can't tell them apart. So I'm one of those people praying that they start evicting them quickly, just so that I can like get into it. Maybe when they evict like 5 people, when there are 15 left, I'll probably know that there are 7 girls and I'll probably know their names. But right now, what it do? I don't know. I don't know them. Another thing that I don't get, guys, is they always, it just seems to me that a lot of them are always flaunting something. Like, if Negi is not doing like this, one guy is not wearing shirts, another person is rubbing the head. I just feel like maybe subconsciously we do these things in our own homes, and because it's our house now, we are used to it. Maybe it doesn't seem like a thing, but watching, I was just like, Oluwa. So people are this vain, and I'm sure that if I was in the house, I'd probably be doing that. But watching people on screen just sort of makes it seem like, so people do things like this. Anyway, I'm watching, and this is my first time ever actually to watch. I've watched like their first games, their first party or something. It's cool though. I've not just like been hooked as much as some people like claim that Big Brother hooks them. I've not been hooked like that, but we'll keep watching, and maybe I'll do like a review or like bring you gist. Maybe we'll just gist about it one of these days on my channel or something. I'll just keep watching, and anything that catches my fancy, I might just come and talk about it here. Guys, you have stayed with me to this point, and if you have not subscribed, why are you tightening the word to your chest? Why are you tightening my subscription to your chest? Please click the subscribe button. Anyway, if you really enjoyed this video and you loved it, give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and let me also know if you're feeling this look. And I'll see you in my next video, guys. Till the next video. Bye.